Hello, Renee Flamand here and Minnie. You guys, I have to just start this video. I keep going back into this outline about the topic of jealousy because more and more things keep coming. I'm just going to start the video, and if it sounds jumbled or I repeat myself, I keep reading through it and adding more. When it comes to jealousy, the narcissist, oh my God, I can't stand this about the narcissist. I can't stand anything really, but I can't stand this. The narcissist's dream is to make you jealous of them in any way they can, of their relationships with other people in their life, of other women or men in an intimate way, of their situation in any way. Remember, they have very low self-esteem. I'm going to get to everything. They have very low self-esteem inside. So to have a scramble over them, that gives them a rush. You're jealous, right? Which is what their goal is, to make you feel that. They feel at that point they are worth enough to get that rise out of you. And that to them is everything. And they get so jealous so easily and quickly. It's sick, really. And this happens with any narcissist, regardless of the position they hold in your life. It's not only a quality of a narcissist, but, well, okay, see, this is where I go. I'm jumping ahead. And the narcissist will triangulate you. That is what this is called, when they triangulate you and make you jealous in a partnership type situation, right? They will triangulate you if we don't stop them. They'll go and try to make you jealous with a third person for till the end of time if you don't stop them. And one effective way I've seen to stop is to stop engaging with them altogether. I'm jumping ahead, especially if they're jealous of you, which is many times the case, right? I mean, if they are jealous of you and they've picked you to pick on for a reason. Let's think of a peripheral narcissist. We've talked a lot about that. So maybe not a romantic partner, although I think when they grab us, that's picking on us, but the peripheral ones that keep coming at you. You know who they are, in work, in your family, in your group of friends. They picked you to pick on for a reason. And that reason oftentimes is indeed the jealousy they're trying to create for you. They're driven by their envy of you. And their goal is to destroy you. How do they say? Knock you down a few pegs. Let's bring her back to earth. Right? So I'm making this video because don't fall for it. I want you to be aware and see it. I want you to notice what they're doing and why. You may even, maybe you'll start to look at it differently and you'll get a little chuckle. You'll get like a chuckle, like, wow, I really bother that person. If they're a dysfunctional person. I don't want to walk around the earth bothering anybody, but I bother a few people. And they are dysfunctional, toxic, narcissists. I know who they are, and they are definitely what we talk about all the time. So their discomfort of me, I just think it's sad. I think it's sad that any person can be made that uncomfortable by another person's presence because they're jealous of that person, and then to the point that they want to smear, talk behind their back to destroy them. They want to manipulate work so that they take credit, like whatever it is, they're jealous. So maybe that'll give you like a little chuckle. Not that I'm trying to be, I don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable, but if they're jealous, and you can maybe understand a little bit why they're picking on you. It's just the truth in many cases. So let's break it down, okay? If there's a friend or family, as we just started to say, then that would be the person that was talking about you behind your back. Smearing is always a tactic a narcissist will use in any capacity. That's going to be something they do. If someone's jealous of you in your circle, you can't get rid of them. They're in the circle of your life. They're jealous of you. Every time you turn around, you're going to hear that they were talking bad about you. That's not jealousy. What makes somebody do that? Talking bad about you behind your back? I don't get it. I'm just not jealous of other people or envious at all in that way. I am in a romantic relationship, which we'll get to. I'm going to, when we get to partner in a minute or two. But I just think when you have somebody in your circle, I don't know if this has happened to you, they steal or poach one of your close people. They're jealous of you. They're taking what you have. They want what meant something to you just so you feel hurt and just so you don't have it anymore, and now they do. That's done by smearing. It can happen right in front of your face. Smearing is not always something that happens at the end of a romantic relationship and that's it. Smearing can be throughout your life with a peripheral narcissist. They turn people against you. Jealousy is an ugly, ugly, ugly thing. And that can happen with a friend or family. And it is a sick win for the narcissist when they make you jealous in any capacity. If it's, say, a business partner, we mentioned that a second ago, they're going to manipulate the work to look like it's theirs. They're going to sabotage your work so your project fails. They're going to beat feet to the boss's office first, or they're going to, you've all had it happen. We know what I mean. They're jealous of you. They see your potential. They're threatened by you. They think you're smarter, sharper, more clever, nicer. People like you. Whatever the reason, you bother them. So a narcissist has their behaviors, yes, but they pick the victim for a reason. In a romantic relationship, they're going to pick you for other reasons that we've discussed. But in the workplace, they might just see you as vulnerable, but generally they're going to go after somebody that they're jealous of. They're not going to waste all their good evil on someone that's just sitting alone in a corner. They're jealous of you. Jealous. Maybe you are sitting alone in a corner, but they're jealous of you. There's a reason. So when it comes to a partner, a romantic partner, well, this is the biggest, most, I think, dangerous kinds of jealousy. And I have felt jealousy in relationships. And I used to attribute it to me not knowing better yet, or, oh, I was younger, or, no, I did it older too. It was ignorance. Like I didn't know better. I don't want to say ignorance. That's not nice. Because some of us just feel, and then I realized, okay, some of us just feel that jealousy is what I was just going to say in romantic relationships. But then I realized, really, it was my insecurities which allowed for the narcissist to get in the first place. Those insecurities allowed me to feel jealousy in that capacity. Because again, I don't feel envy for others. I don't feel insecure around other people. I'm happy for them when they do well. It's just something I've never felt. I looked back, I made flowcharts of all friends, family. I've only and ever been happy for people. But there are people that get jealous. And so, but in a partner way, I used to. And I think that was the insecurity, the hole that allowed the narcissist in, right? So now I've been working on that. So I'm hoping that the day that I do find someone that I think I could bond with, that I would be back to my, I think I had less insecurity when I was 15. You know, your idealized life is, I don't know. I want that mindset of, I know my worth. Something happens to us. Some of us get beaten down. And we go through a low period where we allow the devil in. But they're not getting in anymore, and not for you either, because we've all been working on this. But triangulation is what it's called when it's a partner doing it. Triangle. There's 3 of you. They're going to bring in a third person. They're going to make you jealous at a party. They're going to show you their phone. we could go for 4 hours on how they could triangulate you. But when they're trying to do that and trying to make you jealous, if you show jealousy, they win. Now, it's impossible not to. I did it right up until my narcissist. I'm 55 now. I was 53. Behaved like a lunatic, buffoon, ridiculous. And I didn't even think he was for keeps. I think it's a lot to do with your ego gets so bruised. You're insulted. Like I was like, do you think I'm an idiot? You want to show that you're smart. You knew it. Like I think that's a lot of where the rage comes from for me. I get like, of course I knew. And then they lie and I'm screaming at them to not stop lying. And you have to tell them, do you think I'm dumb type? But then that jealousy creeps in and you think, why her, not me? Why him, not me? My pronoun is he for a romantic partner. We talk about that. Insert your own. So then you say, why that person, not me? What do they have I don't have? The reason that I want you to learn this is because I don't want you to ever have that feeling. I have some videos coming up on New Supply and the jealousy for New Supply. But you guys have got to know by now, it's not even anything to do with the third person with whom they are triangulating you. It has nothing to do with them. They might know that that person bothers you. So they're going to go out of their way and use that person just to make you even more rageful. That's purposeful on their part. It's evil. And I want you to know all these little things because you can't stop them from behaving that way and creating jealousy in others. And again, I don't care if they're a friend narcissist, family narcissist, business partner narcissist, romantic narcissist. They love to create jealousy for you. And many times it's because they are jealous of you. Romantic partner all the time could be jealous of you. Mine was green. Green. All the time. Jealous, jealous, jealous. Green, green, green with envy all the time. Of everybody. Including me. Well, I have this and I have that. And he'd say, you have this, you have that. Well, you're older than I am. So I have a home. I own a home. I'm 55 years old. It's a shame that you don't at 63. Are you, right? And no, there was no sad or valid reason. He's just a bum. A grifter. A nomad. Moves in with people. Doesn't afford himself anything on his own. That kind of person, I know. And he would triangulate me, whether it's, again, like at a party or he'd show me his phone. And I bit every single time. And every single time I bit, he won. And I'm not saying it's about them winning. I wish I had in my mind, okay, he's doing this because he's trying to do this. I wish I had in my mind, okay, he's jealous of you, any person you know, anybody around them they're jealous of. Because most people have more than a narcissist inside, in life. They're solid people. A narcissist knows. I think the narcissist knows. I think they look around the room and they know that they're the lowest in the room. Or they feel that way. That's why they never feel connected really to anybody. I'm getting so off topic, I told you. Jealousy makes me crazy. Because unless you stop them, and again, we started to talk about, okay, so stop engaging is what I mentioned. I want to go back to that for a second. Because it can be especially in the partner way, it's a violent emotion. Which can have dire consequences. I mean, intimate kind of jealousy can slay villages and has. It's dangerous. Yet the narcissist tries for it. The narcissist tries for it. And I just want you to stop yourself before you go to the violent place, before you go to the insane place. If you're yelling and screaming, I understand it. I did it. But it takes a lot out of you. You get exhausted. We get exhausted. And if there's anything I would try to help you stop for yourself or save yourself from doing is 6 hours of screaming, 12 hours of crying, pulling your hair out, not understanding why. This is why. They did this on purpose, to make you jealous, to watch you scramble and cry for 5 hours, fight for whatever. They're watching you scramble. You're a mess. They had that power to get you there. They had the power to make you feel all that. It's a rush. It's twisted. I know it is. I know. Business associate. Can involve the smearing we've discussed. They all use the same tactics. They're just in different little ways peppered throughout life. The goal is to destroy their coworker with smearing or their fellow business partner. Well, did you know that they were out late? Or they take credit for an idea. They'll say something to try to pin you out in the room to make you look like an idiot. They're jealous of you behaving this way. Because the smearing, we know they do it because they want their narrative believed, as we've discussed many, many times. But the smearing has a lot to do with, again, if they're jealous of you and they've picked you to pick on a peripheral, like a business associate, friend, family, then they're going to want to knock you down a few pegs. Let's bring her down. Well, I've heard this. Well, life is so easy for her. Look at how easy it is for her. So then they've created trouble for me in other areas, or tried to. I've heard that. That's a terrible thing. And it's sad. And I feel so bad because I don't care if my top 5 best friends were princesses in castles. I would say nothing but, hey, when's a visit happen? Like, it would never be a jealousy. Ever. I don't get it. And it's so sad. And I want you, when I say, because I've had pity over narcissists before. And I'm going through a phase right now where I'm really pitying one in my circle. I just feel so bad all the time because I start to think about, wow, it really must hurt to be them. To walk around with feeling jealous all the time and imparting jealousy on other people and trying to make you swoon and fight over them. And it's awful. Not just the triangulation in a relationship is awful. All the jealousy, they're all about it all the time. It's all sad, it's pathetic, and I really do pity them. I would not like to, even when I had my little hole in myself that allowed a narcissist in over and over again, it's happened to me. I always felt proud of myself. I loved myself. I was never in a pathetic place of, like, they're in a very pathetic self-loathing phase for them to inflict this kind of behavior on other people. They don't have a secure stance where they can go through life and don't compare themselves to others. I never do. It's always personal best. And I never did. I went back to school, thought about it. I was like this, personal best. I was never like, let me compete with that person or compete with that person. It wasn't like that for me. I'm not competitive. A narcissist is very competitive and they want everything. And if they're jealous of you, they want everything you have. So they're going to poach your friends. They're going to ruin your business deal. They're going to triangulate you in a romantic situation. Keep an eye out. And I'm not saying you have to feel bad or pity them. That's not what I mean. But I feel bad that a human being feels that way and does that to themselves. When I see a peripheral narcissist try and do things, whether they're smearing me, talking behind my back, whatever, I feel bad. I'm like, wow, they don't even know it shows their character more than me. They don't even know that. And I feel bad for that. I'm like, how can they be so in the dark? You don't have to pity them, but just be awake. Know they're trying to purposely do it, and maybe you can save yourself 12 hours of crying and 6 hours of screaming. You're still going to feel it. You're still going to, but maybe it'll help your reaction not be so dramatic. And wouldn't that be a win for you? That they didn't get a rise out of you. I just wanted you to be aware of this. It's a very evil thing, the jealousy of a narcissist. And we'll talk about it again because it really gets me. Look at me, I'm all fatoutzed. Please go ahead and hit sub, like, and share, you guys. I'll see you next time.